Facebook.com/The Name of Jesus Ministries, on YouTube, YouTube.com/Jesus Cathedral. You can also get us on our online radio at mixlr.com/Grace Radio.
Good morning, and many thanks for joining me on the work today. We start in the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
You're listening to the hottest radio station. So hot, the competition can't touch. This is your radio. This is your radio. Your station. Are you ready? This is where you belong.
This is your man Flo Rida.
Hey, what's happening? This your home applies, man.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Bow Weezy, man. Check it out.
The hits. All of the hits on Royal FM 95.1.
Royal FM 95.1. We are premier. We are royal. Royal FM 95.1. Your preferred radio station.
Rise up to the tantalizing aroma of Golden Penny Noodles goat meat pepper soup flavor. Golden Penny Noodles. I want what I want.
The world today.
Start off your day with the latest breaking news and information on the latest top stories, in-depth coverage of stories making rounds both locally and around the world today.
7 a.m.
From Mondays to Fridays. The world today, connecting you to the world.
The time is 7 o'clock. A beautiful morning to you, and hope you got enough rest with the rain we had overnight. Good morning, and you're welcome to the world today on RoyalFM 95.1, a news and current affair wrap-up where we bring you topical stories and headlines making the round. I am Omonike Babatunde. You're welcome. Let's take a look at the headlines. Will surpass expectations of Nigerians in building prosperous nation, says Akpabio. I'll uphold principles of transparency, respectful rule of law, says House of Rep Speaker Abbas. Akeredolu transmit power to deputy, proceeds on medical leave. Paramount as boats conveying 100 wedding guest capsizes. Jonathan visit Tinubu for continental, subcontinental talks. We arrived to National Assembly at 4 a.m. to prevent 2015 scenario, says Ekiti Central Senator. Career stagnation, NSCDC officers urge Tinubu to end HND BSc dichotomy. Atiku summons INEC chairman, secretary to testify in tribunal. Osun APC crisis, Islamic cleric urges Tinubu to reconcile warring factions. And onto the foreign scene. By Pajoy, India, Pakistan evacuate thousands ahead of cyclone. And in the world of sports, 100 million naira prize money. IMC wants Ayimba to prioritize recruitment facilities upgrade. Join us for these and many other stories when we return from this very short break. You're welcome back. Let's start from the home front. The newly sworn-in president of the Senate and former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, has vowed that the 10th Senate will surpass the expectation of Nigerians in building a prosperous nation. Akpabio made this vow while delivering his inaugural speech after his swearing-in Abuja on Tuesday. Recall that Akpabio, who is the preferred candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), was sworn in as the Senate president after polling 63 votes, beating his rival Abdulaziz Yari, who scored 46 votes. Real Times report that the Senate president, however, urged the senators of the 10th Assembly to put national interest first. In the same vein, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Representative Tajuddin Abbas, has pledged to uphold the principle of transparency, accountability, and the rule of law to deliver good governance for the benefit of all Nigerians. Abbas made the pledge in his acceptance speech after his emergence as a Speaker on Tuesday in Abuja. He said the House would champion legislation that would uplift the lives of fellow citizens, promote social justice, and drive sustainable development. The Speaker said the House would focus on strengthening the security apparatus and collaboration with relevant stakeholders to combat insurgency, terrorism, and all forms of criminality. The Ondo State House of Assembly has confirmed the receipt of a letter for medical leave for Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Vanguard News paper reports that the Speaker of the Assembly, Mr. Olamide Oladije, in a statement on Tuesday in Akure, explained that the governor asked for 21 days leave for medical treatment abroad, starting from June 7 to July 6. According to the letter, the Speaker said the leave will be extended to July 6 due to the public holidays on June 12, Democracy Day, and Hilda Kabir on June 28 and June 29. He explained that the governor has stated in a letter that his deputy, Mr. Loki, would act as acting governor for the period he will be away. In outer news in Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak has expressed dismay over the news of no fewer than 100 people who were feared dead in a boat accident in Egbo village in the Patiki local government area of the state. It was reported that a boat traveling along the Niger River was carrying wedding guests who were returning on Monday morning to Kwara State from a ceremony in nearby Niger State. In a statement by his chief press secretary Rafiu Ajakaye on Tuesday, Real Times reported that the governor commiserated with the families of the victims and members of the community where the incident occurred. He expressed deep sadness over the unfortunate incident, which claims scores of lives. We'll take a very short break and we'll go back to continue with the local stories. Please stay with us. Drink down on the forest, like a highway, be on your stay for my lane. Full speed ahead, no limits in my way. Now no good in my eye, I was meant to get this far, so I go shine my shine, and I will go for it. Oh, 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 no limits, go for it. Oh, oh, drink down, go for it.
This is the University of Africa. Here, the most important qualification is imagination, because here, everyone has a reason to imagine.
Passion, finesse, skill, beats, starts, beats.
What's your reason? We want to hear it from you. Imagine it with you. Maybe even make it a reality for you. Follow at Airtel Nigeria on all social media platforms for more details. T's and C's apply.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Broadcasting live from the International Media Center in Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. The World Today continues. And still on local stories, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday met with former President Goodluck Jonathan, his first official visit from one of his predecessors. Jonathan, who doubles as the head of ECOWAS mediation team to Mali, noted that the visit was to discuss issues pertaining to Africa and West Africa sub-region. I came to brief the president about some continental and subcontinental bodies, he told journalists on his exit from the State House in Abuja. Similarly, Tinubu received the leadership of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, according to a statement by the Director of Information at the State House, Abiodun Oladunjoye. The Deputy Director General of Akpabio Barao campaigned for Senate President in the 10th National Assembly, Senator Kweyemi Bamidele, has revealed that senators in camp of eventual winner of the race, Godswill Akpabio, arrived at National Assembly complex at about 4 a.m. on Tuesday to avert what happened in 2015 Senate President election. Leadership report that the 10th National Assembly was inaugurated on Tuesday, June 13, 2023. Recall that in 2015, senators elect loyal to former Senate President Senator Bukola Saraki kept vigil in the National Assembly complex to instill the former governor of Kwara State as Senate President, while other senators-elect were at the International Conference Center in Abuja to meet with the President, Muhammadu Buhari, at the time of inauguration of the 8th National Assembly. However, speaking at the reception for the swearing-in for a second term in the Senate, Senator Bamidele, who represented Ekiti Central Senatorial District of Ekiti State, said that he has not been able to sleep in the last 48 hours in order to ensure the victory of Akpabio as Senate President of the 10th Senate. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been called upon to end the dichotomy between HND and BSc holders in the civil service and security agencies by urgently working with lawmakers to sign into law the bill on the abolition of the higher national diploma and university degree certificate dichotomy passed into law by the National Assembly. The signing of the affected bill into law will go a long way to address the career stagnation experienced by the holders of the HND in the nation's civil service and security agencies. A group of concerned members of staff of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSA) made the call in a Save Our Soul statement addressed to President Tinubu, a copy of which was made available to newsmen in Ilorin, Kwara State capital. The leadership of the 9th National Assembly has passed the bill into law, but former President Muhammadu Buhari then signed it into law before he left office on May 29. Before the passage of the law, there has been a disparity between holders of the two academic qualifications in the civil service. At the entry point, degree holders are usually a notch higher on the grade level than their diploma holding counterparts. This day reports that, however, the group decries the disparity between HND and university degree holders in the civil service, which they claim has made them to be stagnant in the Civil Defense Corps for over 12 years now in the security agency. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, through his lawyer, says he has subpoenaed the national chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to testify in court. The lead counsel to Atiku, Chris Uche, who addressed the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja on Tuesday, said he had also summoned the Secretary to the Commission, Mrs. Rose Omar Oriran Anthony. Atiku is challenging INEC's declaration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) as a winner of the February 25 presidential election. The petition resumed hearing with the lead counsel to Atiku informing the court that he was calling the first witness of today, marking him that the 19th witness to testify in the matter. The 19th witness is a star witness, was one Mr. Alex, a lawyer and politician, as well as a national coordinator of the PDP Situation Room. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been urged to prevail upon the warring faction and reconcile all tendencies within All Progressives Congress (APC) in Osun State. The call was made by the Grand Mufti of Yorubaland, Edo, and Delta, Sheikh Daud Umran, on Tuesday in Iwo. Sheikh Daudu is also called for peace within the Osun APC, which will unite both the immediate past Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola and his predecessor Adigboyega Oyetola. The Islamic cleric also held that peace would put a stop to misinformation and bitter politics being played by certain individuals and organizations. Daily Post report that the Osun APC chapter has been torn between factions supporting both Aregbesola and Oyetola. The Aregbesola faction is made up of the Osun Progressive top, while the Oyetola faction is made up of Ileri Olua group. The world today is reaching you from RoyalFm951 Ilorin. You can also listen to us by linking on to a RoyalFM online platform on www.royalfm.net, or you watch us live on our Facebook page at RoyalFM951. Still to come, news from the foreign scene and sports stories. Please stay tuned. You're welcome back. Now moving on to the foreign scene. Tens of thousands have been evacuated in India and Pakistan as part of the country's brace for an extremely severe cyclone to hit on Thursday evening. Biparjoy, a cyclone over the Arabian Sea, is forecast to make landfall in Koch in the western Indian side of Gujarat. In Pakistan, the storm is expected to hit the coast of Sindh province and affect part of Karachi city. 7 people have died in India amid heavy rains. The Gujarat government said it has evacuated nearly 38,000 people to safety from its coastal district. The weather office has warned people of blackout and flood. Trains in the region have been suspended while the port of Kandla and Mundra, 2 of the largest in the country, have stopped operation, authorities said. And briefly in the world of sports, before Adeyemi Adewale comes on to give us more sports stories. Nigerian Premier Football League and PFL champions Enyimba has been charged to use 50 million naira of the 100 million naira, their prize money, to recruit quality players and upgrade the facilities at the Abba Township Stadium to be able to compete favorably on the continent and meet infrastructural conditions set by CAF for hosting Champions League matches. The chairman of the MPFL Interim Management Committee, IMC, Honorable Benga Elegbeleye, who laid the charge to Enyimba Chairman Felix Agu in Lagos, said the club must give priority to the 2 critical needs. At the end of the championship playoff in Lagos, Enyimba Remo Stars picked the ticket to represent Nigeria in next year's CAF Champions League, while former champions Rivers United, who finished 3rd on the table, will feature in the Confederation Cup. Please join Adeyemi Adewale in just a moment as he will give more sports stories. And that's where we'll draw the curtain on today's World Today on RoyalFm951 Ilorin. Just compiled and edited by Dada Oluwabamse. For sponsorship details, kindly call our sales and marketing office on 0810-850-1372 or 0810-850-1373. Join us tomorrow for a better and more exciting package. My name is Omonike Babatunde, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Good morning.
Madam, you still there here? Make your meat not go spoil.
I still do.
Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to have a beautiful and a wonderful day.
Star 569 ash.
Which one be that?
Pay attitude na app and USSD code. We go allow you send and receive money from your different